Hello, my name is Johan Suzuki and this is my MYP personal project. In this video, I'm going to talk about how patients that suffer a disease or condition called fibromyalgia improve their quality of life by doing an alternative exercise called biodanza. So what am I doing in this video? Well, one of my main and only reason of why am I doing this video is because one of my family member has fibromyalgia, and one day one of her friends, which is a biodanza instructor, encouraged her to go to one of the classes, and she was like, well, I will give a shot. So after 3 months of doing this alternative exercise, she was getting better and more, she was like feeling more healthier. So I was asking or wondering, how could a simple alternative exercise can improve a quality of a patient that has a terrible condition. So before to answer the question of how patients that suffer fibromyalgia improve their life by doing biodanza, is it's better to know those two concepts, fibromyalgia and biodanza. So what is fibromyalgia? Fibromyalgia, or also known as FM or FMS, is a chronic condition that causes pain all over the person's body, also stiffness and tendency on in the person's muscles, tendons, etc. Also, for many people, can produce other symptoms such as digestion problems, hard time to sleep or insomnia, stress, and this is most for women, hormone problems. So I'm going to show a video that shows a patient of fibromyalgia trying to vomit, but as a result, she can't. Take a look. Dale. So, how can a person get the condition of fibromyalgia? Well, actually, it's a noun, so we don't know how can we get fibromyalgia. But a lot of doctors believe that everything comes from insomnia or not sleep well. For instance, when a people can't sleep less than 5 hours, the brain didn't rest enough to work well. And what you do is to force them to work more than the brain can, and that gives a serious consequences. So one day I interviewed a patient that one day in 2008 she get prognosticated FMS or fibromyalgia. Take a look.
Soy una enferma de fibromialgia. En el año 2009 fui diagnosticada de la enfermedad. Si hablo muy lento es por mi enfermedad. A veces me cuesta pensar bien. Los enfermos de fibromialgia tenemos muchos problemas, pero uno de nuestros principales problemas es el dolor. Aunque yo siento que el dolor es muy duro de soportar, también el hecho de que no podamos pensar bien o memorizar o que esté cansada porque no puedo dormir o me sienta inútil a veces. em, Me hacen sentir incapaz. Cuando yo fui por primera vez al médico y me habló de la fibromialgia, yo no supe qué era primero. Después de su explicación y cuando regresé a mi casa, este, muchas cosas pensé. Y una de las cosas que pensé es, ¿por qué a mí? ¿Por qué tengo que padecer una enfermedad tan terrible, tan dura y tan compleja? Además, mi niño, mi hijo, estaba pequeño y para mi hijo era muy difícil entender que su mamá estaba enferma. Entonces, mi vida en ese momento cambió. Lloré mucho, me sentí muy mal, pero después de todo pensé y dije, tengo que luchar y tengo que hacer todo lo posible por salir adelante. Entonces comencé a estudiar mi enfermedad, a leer, y no solo a leer médicos de lo que escribían sobre la enfermedad, sino pacientes, su testimonio, y me daba cuenta que había personas que estaban en peor condición que yo. No podían caminar, por ejemplo, o no podían ser abrazados porque el dolor era muy intenso, o no podían bañarse porque las simples gotas de agua les producía dolor. Había una muchacha en el instituto cuando yo estaba haciendo tratamiento Ella comenzó a sufrir fibromialgia cuando tenía apenas 11 años. Ella no sabía, porque para esa época la enfermedad ni siquiera era reconocida. Ya tenía 35 años y fue a esa edad que supo lo que tenía. Y pensaba en cómo alguien puede vivir tanto tiempo con algo tan terrible, tan doloroso y sin poder recibir asistencia médica, sin saber lo que padecía. Nos hicimos amigas, conversábamos, incluso reíamos. Ella se sintió mal cuando yo me fui, porque yo me fui primero que ella. Y entonces, por ella fue que yo comencé a investigar. Comencé como a entender que tenía que luchar, porque si alguien que apenas con 11 años estaba padeciendo esta enfermedad, yo tenía que entender, yo tenía que comprender y yo tenía que aprender a vivir con ella, porque se puede aprender a vivir con el dolor, se puede vivir aprendiendo a entender realmente lo que es el sufrimiento, a padecerlo día tras día sin que nadie lo sepa, solo uno, nada más uno mismo, entendiendo qué es el dolor realmente. Entonces comencé a buscar y a buscar herramientas, medicina natural, medicina química, todo lo que pudiese ser factible para mejorar mi condición. Y lo más importante, mantener la fe. Y comencé a mejorar. Ya no sentía dolor, ya podía estar activa, pero algunos problemas se mantenían. Pero no me importaba. Me importaba era poder levantarme día tras día y sentir que podía luchar, que podía seguir adelante a pesar de todo. Hoy vomité, me costó, me cuesta. A los enfermos de fibromialgia nos cuesta incluso vomitar, aunque sintamos ganas de vomitar. Nos cuesta ir al baño mucho, aunque sintamos ganas de ir al baño. A veces también nos cuesta orinar, aunque tengamos ganas de ir al baño. Desde hoy comencé a tener una recaída, pero siempre pienso que puedo volver a empezar de nuevo. He llorado muchas veces cuando he tenido fibromialgia. he sentido ganas de no seguir viviendo por el dolor, porque no para, porque siempre se mantiene ahí. Pero cuando cesa, cuando yo puedo estar tranquila, entonces siento que todo es posible, que la vida tiene un destello. Cuando puedo ver que existe una pequeña y mínima posibilidad de esperanza. Espero que el que vea este testimonio, este video, pueda entender y comprender lo que es ser un enfermo de fibromialgia. Gracias.
So, is there's any cure to cure a fibromyalgia? Well, as the answer, no. There, but there's a treatment, strict treatment that depends on how is fibromyalgia bad. For instance, many doctors explain that there's many stages. For instance, for the stage 1 is for patients that they have uh, just a small pain. Stage 2 is for patient that has a lot of pain but they don't have other symptoms. Stage 3, 4, and 5 is for a patient that has serious, serious symptoms. Like, for instance, I went to a doctor or a hospital, and there was a woman who she can't even move from the bed because of the pain. Others, they they can't even take a shower because of the drops of the water makes them have pain. So now that we know is fibromyalgia, now it's time to move to biodanza. So what is biodanza? Well, biodanza is a type of an alternative exercise created by a Chilean psychologist called Ronaldo Toro. And what what is that instructors play a music, some type of music, and you express yourself with a movement and the music. So I'm going to show a video that was taken one day in biodanza's class that shows how pretty much biodanza is. Take a look. So is biodanza only for sick people? No, it's also for healthy people. Biodanza doesn't require a certain ages or if you're sick, healthy, etc. Biodanza is for everyone. So how biodanza was created? Well, as I said before, the Chilean psychologist Rolando Toro One day he was trying to do an experiment with patient that suffers schizophrenia, and he discovered that by playing a danceable music, a music that is used for dance, the schizophrenic patients they seems to came alive or acting like a normal person. But when the psychologist put music for to relax the schizophrenic patients, they start to show their symptoms. So Ronaldo Toro was trying to ask how is this possible? So he found out that by playing music for dance, the person can show their personality easier. So he create the exercise of biodanza. So I made an interview with an instructor of biodanza, which describes what is biodanza. Take a look. So now that we know pretty much of two concepts, now we can move to the original question: how patients of fibromyalgia can improve their life by doing biodanza. So, in my opinion, I think that patients that suffer fibromyalgia, they wish to have to not have pains or to sleep well, or many of patient that has a kid have a normal relationship, because one of one of the person that must affect beside the patient are the family. And I think that having that, it has a possibility to break the family up, and that's pretty much sad thing. And also fibromyalgia patient believe that having that is the end of the world, but actually it's not. Like, you have to find many ways to improve their quality of life. Like, if medicines cannot work, well, do exercise, and if not, do other stuff. And while I was talking with many patients, they said that also they're as person as special persons, they, like normal people, can don't listen to them because they don't know what is fibromyalgia. And also I believe that to, like, you don't need to have the condition to understand other people, but you, like as a normal person, you also need to try to understand those patients, because maybe what they need is someone who can listen to them and give them advice. So they goes to biodanza to find that out and to answer the question of what is life, what's the main purpose of life itself. And I believe that life is what you do here in earth on earth, and what you do complements you as a human being. or as a live animal. And I personally believe that biodanza is balance, is to be balanced in your life. Like if you don't balance your life, something is going to be wrong. You will have a terrible consequences in your life. And for me, what is biodanza? For me, biodanza is the question and answer of us, of what are we doing here, to connect with our mind and with our spirit, and ask ourselves what is our main mission here. And to be honest, I was doing biodanza to feel what it is. And after doing several practices, I feel more balanced in life and know what am I doing here? What's my mission here as a human being? So, as a conclusion, I think that what will you do in your life will mark you as a human. And to people who's watching me right now, who maybe has fibromyalgia, my main message is don't give up. Like I know I don't have fibromyalgia, but I know what it is. One of my family member has it. One of my closest family member. And we talked, and she said like I feel that I sometimes disappoint my children and my husband and everyone. But I said like you can make a mistake, but what is important is to fix it. Try to fix it. And if no one understands you, you will have someone who can surely listen to you and give you wise advice. So, and for the people who's watching me who doesn't have the disease, my main message is to understand them, because you don't know, like I don't know, and I guess you guys don't know what is fibromyalgia. So I encourage you to listen to them, and if they want to talk to you about the disease, just sit down and listen to them. And if you can give them wise advice, just give them. Don't be afraid. So thank you for your attention, and my special thanks to Mr. Mike, who was the director of personal projects, Miss Zoe, who was my supervisor, and Maria Elena Lampo, who is the instructor of biodanza, led me to interview her, and the patient, which is anonymous, but I can tell the name. Special thanks to that person to let me to interview her, and also thank you to listen to this video. Thank you.
Dans ce monde inhabitable, il vaut mieux danser sur les tables.